Well, hey there guys, Medifast came out with snacks and this is the variety pack, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my feelings about these. Before we get started, I want everybody to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear to not eat more than one packet of these per day on the 5-in-1 plan while you're losing. These are snacks, guys. Optional snacks. They're not meals. They don't have the nutritional quality to be meals. They don't have enough protein and not even close to a meal. Even if you doubled up or tripled up, they're not meals. They're snacks, and they're optional ones at that. Let's talk about these a little bit, okay? Because there's a lot of controversy around these snacks. So as you know, there's been a little bit of controversy about these snacks. They came out at the Take Shape for Life Convention, National Convention 2014 in Anaheim, and I was not there, but a lot of my friends are coaches, a lot of you guys are coaches, and you guys have reviewed them and mentioned them, and there was crazy buzz about these snacks, and I think there was even buzz sometime last year where there was, flitters in the air about, is Medifast going to be coming out with a popcorn? And they did. 2 kinds of popcorn and 2 kinds of chips. Now, these pictures are wickedly deceiving, absolutely deceiving, because I'm going to show you what some comparisons are and the amounts that you get for each of these, just so you can get a sense of what these snacks really are. So let's start with the popcorn. The popcorn comes in 2 flavors, a regular sea salt, which is more like your regular microwave popcorn, even though this is already in a bag, so you don't have to microwave it, and cheddar cheese and sour cream. So I don't know where they get the sour cream from because it just tastes like the plain old cheddar popcorn that we're all used to. In fact, I have some in front of me, and I'll show you, Colonel. It's that, fake orange cheesy color, and it's real popcorn. It is absolutely real popcorn, which also makes me wonder, is this just a portion-controlled snack of something that you can get off the shelf? I don't really know. I didn't hear how these were presented at Take Shape for Life conference, and I haven't been able to talk to nutrition support because they're not open right now, but I plan to call them tomorrow because I want to learn more about why these are so special and why it's Medifast friendly. Here's the bag that the popcorn comes in. It's already pre-popped, nothing to pop. I took out a bag of the barbecue bites to put them nearby so you can kind of see they're roughly the same size for the packages, and the amount is actually exactly the same. This is a 1 cup measure, so it's a heaping 1 cup measurement, and I have a little tiny bowl here, and this 1 cup fills my 1 cup bowl. This is an IKEA bowl, one of those stackable bowls. I put the same 1 packet of Medifast barbecue bites in my other one. I have 2 1-cup bowls. These are identical size bowls, and they both fill it. So the barbecue bites and the popcorn are the same amount of food, but the barbecue bites, because they're smaller, they feel like they're more. Plus, they've got protein in them, and these are an actual meal. The barbecue bites are an actual Medifast meal. So these bites, because they're a meal, they have all the nutrition in them. This is just a snack. This is basically just carbs right here. So if you're really watching your carbs, you might want to stay away from the popcorn while you're in your losing phase. But they sure do smell good, and that could be a problem. So let's just talk about popcorn in general. A lot of us eat popcorn or did eat popcorn before we started our Medifast plan, and I know we ate more than this popcorn when we sat down. Popcorn has kind of been touted in the past on different diet plans as being sort of like a legal food, or at least, a mini bag of popcorn or 2 cups, or, there's always been, at least on the diets that I've been in the past, a lot of times popcorn has been fairly legal. So when I see, a 1 cup serving like this, you really can't cram handfuls of this. This is a delicate eating 1 kernel at a time to savor it kind of little snack. Yes, you do get your portion control mindset because you're seeing visually what a portion should be. This is 1 cup. So that helps to train to understand size and portion control. But because the portion size is so small and we're used to eating such huge quantities of popcorn, at least I'm speaking for myself, when I eat popcorn, I can shovel the stuff, right? So this size portion may leave you feeling unsatisfied, and because it tastes so good and so, dare I say, real, because it does. It tastes like something you get in the supermarket out of a bag, or, you know, one of those big giant tins of popcorn that you get at Christmas time, you know, from your family or whatever. It tastes like that. That's exactly what these taste like. So you might want to reach for more. If you know that you've got this box of variety pack in your cabinet and you know it's there, it just might be calling your name sometimes. And maybe, you know, if you're not controlled over your willpower, you're not controlled over your decisions, you may find yourself reaching for another bag. Expensive enough that you don't want to waste them, which may also detract you from gobbling them all up. Another pro to these is that they really make you feel like you're not on a diet. So if you're sitting around with friends or kids and they're all munching on stuff that looks and tastes just like this, then, you know, you feel like you're part of the group and you don't feel excluded. So I get that. But because you're eating this, it might trick your brain into thinking that you can eat it and that it's healthy and that it's, you know, oh, it's on my plan so I can eat it. And really, this is restricted to one snack per day, and it's an option. So I'll list in my description below what other optional snacks are that are not prepackaged, Medifast and slick packaging, that are, you know, like celery stalks and pickles and popsicles and things like that. I'll list those below, so if you're interested in knowing what other snack options. These are going to be dangerous for me. A little background on me. I grew up in a very mindful home as far as health is concerned, and diet, and what to eat and what you can eat and what you shouldn't eat and how much to eat. And there was a lot of restrictions on what was allowed in the house. And I did not grow up with snacks and chips and stuff in the house. We just didn't have that. So when I went to college, I kind of was like berserk. I could eat the sugar cereals and I could buy chips and I could eat all this crap that, you know, I wasn't allowed to have in the house. Being a chronic dieter my whole life, and up until I found Medifast, I don't keep chips and popcorn and any kind of snacky stuff, crackers. I don't keep that stuff in my house. I just don't keep it in my house. And maybe this is a test for me, and it's a test of willpower and strength, but to me, even having them in the house is kind of, there's just like this little tickle in my head saying, you know, those chips are in the cabinet, you know, you're going to watch Orange is the New Black, you want to get some popcorn, you know, and this is not going to last me an entire show. This might last me through the opening song. No, to me, they're dangerous, I think, and I think that I would want more. Now, I have to say they are absolutely delicious. I'm not going to eat any right now. I want to, but I'm going to put these in a Ziploc bag and I'm going to save them for tomorrow, because to me, I can justify a snack on like a workout day where I know I'm exerting a bunch of exercise, but today was kind of like a quiet day. I just kind of went shopping and stuff, so I don't feel like I quote unquote earned these, but that's just me. So I'm going to put these in a Ziploc bag for tomorrow. Now, the chips. Let's talk about the chips. So there's two chips, and these are the empty bags. I'll show you what the actual chips look like in a second. Spicy black bean and sea salt and olive oil. And I will tell you, they are delicious. And here's why. They kind of remind me of Pringles, but really, really thick Pringles, or veggie chips. Have you had the veggie chips that are multicolored? They're kind of thicker, and they're definitely reconstituted potato flakes. Like, you can tell it's got that texture. And I don't know about you, I really like that. It's so processed. To me, those, you know, like those processed potato flakes, they've got that, they're like processed in all the right ways. They're just, I love the texture of them. I love the taste of them. If you've had Pringles, you kind of know what I mean by that reconstituted potato versus like a Lay's chip or a Ruffles chip or something that really looks more Cape Cod chip. Something that looks more like an actual potato, like kettle chip or something like that. So 2 little bags of chips produce between 7 and 9 chips total. So what I did for comparison, so you can see, is if you do any of the bakes, the Medifast chocolate chip or the brownie, you're familiar with what these little dishes are. So this is the sea salt and olive oil. You can see there's actually 7 chips in here, and they don't even barely cover the bottom of the brownie chip, so the brownie container. So if you're familiar with the brownie container, you know what I'm talking about. Here's the black bean one. There are actually 9 in this bag, but still, it doesn't even, you know, when I hold it straight, you can't tell that there's any chips in there until I tip it. So they just barely cover. Now, if I hold one up close for you, you can see what they look like in chips. So it's kind of thicker. It's curved. It's got little bubbles on it and some seasonings on there. They say spicy. You know, I live in New Mexico. Spice is sort of subjective. They're not spicy at all, but they do have a kick to them. They're, as far as like a flavor, they're very potent. Like you know, I like that kind of flavor that just smacks you in the mouth, and these do. They've got great flavor. The olive oil and sea salt ones definitely have an olive oil flavor to them. So if you like that kind of flavor, which I do, being of Mediterranean descent, I could drink olive oil, and these olive oil chips are amazing. But 7 chips, and I'm like, what now? You know, so, you know, I don't know. I'm so on the fence, and I know so many of you guys are kind of like, should I get them? Shouldn't I get them? Should I get them? Shouldn't I get them? And what do the people on YouTube think? And what do all the coaches think? And honestly, I am a coach now, so I want to tell, I love Medifast. I will tell you that. I would not have become a coach if I didn't love the products. You know, they are delicious. They are absolutely delicious. If you need a snack and you really want something, maybe you've been on plan for 6 months and you're just absolutely dying for a potato chip, or you're absolutely dying for some popcorn because that's your favorite thing in the world, then, you know, this may satisfy a curiosity for you. You may realize that you don't even like popcorn that much anymore because you've been eating so healthily for so long. So you may get these and go, wow, what the heck was I missing, you know, all along? I really didn't care that much, even though I have it. Because don't you feel that way sometimes when you're eating healthy and you're moving your body and you're making new choices and changing the way you think about food, and then you look at like what's perceived as junk food and you're like, you know, I'm just looking at this like, you know, it's not healthy. It's not going to fuel my body as fuel. It's just, you know, junk food. Not calling this junk food, but you know what I mean? It's that feeling. So I would much rather, if I was going to a movie, I would much rather put some barbecue bites into a Ziploc bag and take these to a theater and eat them nice and slowly and at least feel satisfied and full, because these don't have any protein in them. They're 6 grams of carbs and it's a whole lot of empty bleh. So they are delicious. I will say that. Everything, they are all very delicious. Delicious to the point where they make me want more. And that's really hard. And that's, you know, maybe it's just a test for me to find my willpower and find my strength and find my discipline and remember my new relationship with food and not go off the deep end and eat this whole box of stuff. Because if you took all of this out of its packaging and put it in a bowl, you know, you still wouldn't have that much compared to what, you know, maybe some of us used to eat when we weren't getting healthy. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your attention and your interest in my opinions on this. I am a Shake Shape for Life coach. Hooray! So if you're interested in the program and if you want me as your coach, if you don't already have a coach, check me out. I'm here to help you guys. Come find me on Facebook. All my social media links are below. I'd love to have you. Have a wonderful day. Go drink some water, and I'll talk to you real soon. Let me know what you think. Have you tried them? I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.